just a quick introduction. My name is Angela Lehman, and I was introduced to Young Living 13 years ago, if you can believe that. People don't even know that it's been around that long. And I was introduced by my mom, who started using essential oils while she was going through perimenopause, and she gave us all essential oils for Christmas. And within that following year, we all signed up and created our accounts, figured out that they worked so well that we wanted to share them with anyone and everyone we came in contact to. So we were really, really excited to be sharing, teaching classes. We're teachers by trade, and for a few years we just sort of shared casually, and then we decided in 2012, my sister-in-law came back from convention and said, I'm gonna use this income to stay at home with my babies. And I said, I'm going to use this income to buy cleats for my son's soccer team, because I was a single mom and trying to figure out how to pay for stuff like that. And now, 5 years later, I've been retired from the classroom, and Young Living, we'll see if I can get it back. Am I back? Young Living is my sole income, and I just feel incredibly blessed to be able to be on this call with some amazing women. I know there may be men listening live or catching this on replay. We are recording, so we'll have this available for you to share with your family and friends. And we have amazing friends and members who are going to tell some of their favorite testimonials tonight. But first and foremost, I want to introduce my co-host, Elizabeth Oldershaw, whom I met through this business because she was an incredible product user. And I'm going to let her tell her story as we get into how this company works and a little bit about the products that come in our premium starter kit.
Thanks, Ange. So I'm Elizabeth Oldershaw, and I started using Young Living oils, Young Living products back in 2008. When I got my youngest daughter, she was covered, adopted. So when I say I got her, we were in the adoption process. She was 4 months old when she came to us, but she was covered head to toe in eczema. And I took her to a doctor, and they gave me a steroid cream for her, and I felt super uncomfortable putting a steroid cream on my 4-month-old. Naturopathic nurse, and so I said, hey, do you think a steroid cream is okay for a 4-month-old? And she's like, why don't you come over? So I went over, and we started playing with oils, and I started using them on everybody for everything. At that point, I had lots of little kids, 5 kids under 11. And so I was using oils for keeping them well. I was using oils to help them go to bed at night. I was using oils on myself. My family experienced tragedy in 2010, and we started learning how to use oils for emotional support. Then my husband in 2016 was diagnosed with cancer, and we went down to the Young Living farm in Ecuador. And while we were there, I met these women that had these amazing businesses, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do what you do. So I came back in June of 2016, and I called Ange, and I said, I'm starting my business, Ange and Nan. I'm starting my business. And they were like, awesome, do it, let's go. And so that's what I've been working on ever since. I was also a teacher by trade, and I chose to leave the classroom a year ago now. So that's my Young Living story. I love the products too much to not share them. And once I really understood them, I had a moral obligation to share what I knew with people. So are we ready to get started? Okay. So real quick, Living Well Now is giving away prizes for this class. So we are going to, in the chat, have some conversation discussions. And I was hoping that you would throw in your name, maybe a little something about yourself, like why you are here with us today, and who invited you. And then Nan will just, I'm sorry, Ange will just choose a Is that right? You're just going to randomly choose a person from the chat. Okay.
Yep, we count up the comments and we randomly choose a number and then we randomly choose the name. And it is no big deal to be Nanji because some people have called me that. We work in tandem together. Nana's Elizabeth's sister-in-law. And so it is kind of all in the family how we start to connect and become part of one community. So we're really glad that you're here tonight. All right, Elizabeth, I'll share my screen and you take it over.
Awesome. Just a disclaimer, I have all my children here and some dogs. So if something gets a little crazy, then I will have to mute myself for a second. So welcome to Essential Oils 101. We're so glad you're here. And are you switching slides or am I?
I'm going to switch them. Oh, okay. And they're going to switch automatically. Hold on. Okay,
oh,
there,
okay.
Go.
Oh, that's my welcome. And with the welcome comes drop your name and why you chose to come to this class and who invited you in the chat box. Okay, so when we talk about healthcare versus sick care, we actually in the United States call sick care healthcare. We have over 6,000 registered hospitals in the United States. We are armed and ready to be sick at all times. But what if we made a shift and started focusing on being healthy rather than on taking care of us when we get sick? So often we react to issues versus coming to them prepared and ready. Being proactive with our health can be highly beneficial if we're willing to do the work. So are you ready to put your health first so you can have more days with your loved ones, your babies, your grandbabies? This class is going to show you how simple it is to do that. So when we talk ditch and switch, we are talking about ditching toxic, harmful chemicals and replacing them with items that are not toxic and not harmful. I know that making healthy lifestyle choices isn't always easy. My son brought home Krispy Kreme donuts the other day, and I make this Krispy Kreme grilled cheese sandwich that I know is not probably healthy for me, but sometimes I choose that instead of, George has got the Krispy Kremes too. Sometimes I don't make the best health choices, but making changes with Young Living products is super simple because it's just a matter of switching out what you clean your house with or switching out what you do your laundry with. You can take small steps, changing out your makeup. Super easy, one product at a time, just to take something that's toxic and harmful and replace it with something that's Young Living and amazing. We have ingredients that actually support a healthy body. Young Living oils and products are absolutely worth the investment, from skincare, makeup to a kid and baby line, pet products, supplements, food, and so much more. Young Living makes it easy to support everyone's health. So what are essential oils and where do they come from? Dun, da, da, da. Essential oils are the liquids extracted from plants. Think of them as plant concentrates. Essential oils help the plant stay healthy, and they can do the same for us. Use them for aromatherapy, home cleaning, personal care, and to support every system in your body. The thing is, though, not all oils are created equal. How do you know which ones to choose? Well, for us, it comes down to the seed to seal promise. Young Living is the only company that has a seed to seal promise. The seed to seal is a quality commitment, unlike anything else. They have control over the entire process. I mentioned to you that I went down to the farm in Ecuador. I've also been to the farm in Nome, Utah, and I think a lot of you guys also have. But at the farm, you get to see the entire process. Never do Young Living's plants or products leave. Give me 1 second because I have some little girls that are getting it loud. Okay, I just yelled at them, so they'll stop now. Seed to seal. Our plants are grown on our own farms. Never do they leave our possession. Any other essential oil that you buy can be not necessarily the best quality. We know exactly what our quality is. We don't even have to talk about anybody else's quality because we know ours is the best. We also have sustainable farming and sourcing practices. And that is important to me. That's important to our planet. We preserve and protect our natural resources. We hand weed our fields. We don't have pesticides. Our oils retain their natural constituents and therapeutic properties. We have low pressure distillation. So a lot of oils can be distilled through chemicals. That's adding chemicals, which to me defeats the purpose. We don't do that. We distill with steam. Kind of cool. And I think the next slide belongs to you.
I think you're right. So let's talk about, oh, and I didn't even get it to that one, Young Living comparing to others, all the things that you said. 25 years, actually we're at 26 years, Young Living has been in business as the world's leader in essential oils. Super stoked about the stories you've told about Ecuador. We share that in common. We went at different times, but we both have had that experience. Let's talk about how to use essential oils. As some of you may have mentioned in the comments, this is your first time being introduced to Young Living. And so most people are familiar with using oils aromatically. If you have a diffuser at your home or you have a cotton ball, you have probably diffused essential oils, because you can put essential oils onto any real surface and they will be dispersed into the house. You can even put them into your palms, breathe them in to experience their potency. That's related to your olfactory gland and how that works in your body and your limbic system in particular to affect your emotions positively. You can also apply essential oils topically. We're going to give you some uses for some of the most popular oils tonight, but that means you can rub them onto your skin, onto your face. One of my favorite places, especially when we were first getting started and my kids were small, was to put essential oils on the bottoms of your feet. And that was a great kind of safe place to put oils. If you do find yourself having some sort of reaction to your skin topically, you can dilute with a carrier oil such as coconut oil or olive oil to help reduce the potency of the essential oil and restore maybe the redness to your skin. I also want to speak to the fact that Young Living's essential oils are considered safe to ingest. Most of them are generally regarded as safe to ingest. And Young Living even went a step further a few years ago by labeling the internal use oils with a different label than the other ones. So a little bit later, I'll show that. I'll demonstrate that for you when I'm talking about lemon oil. But I wanted to just mention that people ask me a lot, like, I read about this oil and you can't take this one. And, some people say you shouldn't take things internally. And I always say that I've been ingesting essential oils from Young Living for 13 years, and I have only great things to talk about as a result. So do feel comfortable asking those questions. Do feel comfortable experimenting. Do your research though and homework. There are some essential oils you don't want to ingest. So do understand that you are the keeper of your health. And so we encourage you to do your own research and determine how you'd like to proceed with using your essential oils to be most effective for your health goals. Something like that. I'm going to keep going with lavender to start things off tonight. I actually pulled out my kit of oils. I haven't had this out for a while, but one of my favorite stories to tell about lavender, and especially right now, I've just come in from the pool. We have afternoon sun that hits the pool just right. We take about an hour every afternoon to sort of relax out there. And I use lavender with my moisturizer, which happens to be the Young Living Seedlings Baby Lotion, on my skin after being outside in the pool. I find that it helps my skin feel more soft and rejuvenated. Also, if I've gotten a little too much sun, it helps soothe that skin as well. But we really consider lavender the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. And I just find, in addition to its calming properties and relaxing properties, it's just very, it's also very soothing to the skin. So lavender is easy to use. I'll also swipe a little bit underneath my nose if I'm headed out to a really dusty area and I typically have sneezes and eye watering and things like that. Swiping a little bit of lavender underneath my nose tends to help with that as well. So that's how I use lavender. let's hear from my sweet friend, Ana Rodriguez, who's she told me this incredible story about frankincense. And Ana, I know we're going to be able to hear you share your story. I appreciate you coming live. This is Ana's first time telling this story, but when she told me, I said, oh, you've got to share that on our class next week. And she said, okay, fine. So reluctantly, Ana is here. She is a star member on her way to senior star. We're really glad, and we met through soccer. So I'm really super grateful. Ana, tell us a little bit about frankincense and what you've noticed in using that.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everyone. Well, I started using the oils back in January, and I always suffer from skin problems. I had dark spots all over my face, and I had acne, and I had a pimple that it turned to be a cyst. It was really hard and swollen, and it looked pretty big. It started to be noticeable. And so when I searched up about frankincense, I read that it was great for skin. So I just decided to add 1 drop to my moisturizer every morning. And I was doing that for 2 weeks when I started noticing my dark spots to clear up. And it was like my family started telling me that what was I doing with my face, that it was clearing up and it will be looking healthy. So yeah, I was using it every day on my moisturizer. So about the 3rd week, my face was a lot clear. And also my cyst, the pimple I had for so many years, it just popped out. It just popped out. It was like inflamed, and the inflammation just went away, and it was looking a lot better. So right now you can tell I had a cyst on my face. So I'm really glad frankincense helped, because I had used so many products before and nothing helped with my dark spots at all. And this oil has helped me a lot.
And it's promoting amazing healthy skin. And Ana, when you told me that story, I was just, amazed, because people say, I just started putting frankincense on and it changed. And when your family noticed, I think that was the most significant, that they were like, what did you do?
Yeah, and I'm happy with this.
Exactly.
Without expecting any results, but I got the result I was looking for.
That's awesome. Ana, thank you so much for sharing. I'm looking forward to doing a class with you in a couple of weeks in Spanish. So if you're on this call tonight and you want to know more and hear an entire class like this in Spanish, we are going to be offering that. Just let me know if you need an invitation. So thank you for coming live, Ana.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next, I'm going to talk about Panaway and also Raven.
Hold on one second.
Go.
I want to do another giveaway.
Oh, good.
So we're going to throw a question in the chat box for me, frankincense very much helps me to relax. So what do you do to help you relax?
That's a good one. What do you do to help relax? And we will announce these giveaways. Deborah, we're going to need your help, because I'm not paying attention to them like I normally do. So I know my mom, Deborah, is listening. So I'm going to let her play with this a little bit, and we'll see if we can get a giveaway winner number 1 selected here momentarily. All right, let me talk about Panaway and Raven. First of all, I'm an athlete in my 40s. So if that tells you anything about how I need to support my body as I get older, I ran a marathon in 2017. So that was 3 years ago. That was 26.2 miles. Yes, I ran it in Austin, Texas. And Panaway was one of the oils that I took with me in my pouch of goodies. Like when you run that far, you've got to have water, you've got to have your Ningxia Red, you've got to have some fuel. Like I used they didn't have protein bites, but I used Wolfberry Crisp bars. You've got to have some things to sustain your body. And I also took along Panaway because that was something that I could use to rub on my joints when they started to need more support during exercise. The methyl salicylate that's inside Panaway comes naturally from wintergreen. A lot of products that you're probably familiar with have methyl salicylate in a very small percentage because it's added in a lab, whereas this happens to occur naturally from the wintergreen. It also has helichrysum as well as clove and peppermint in it. All of these 4 oils work synergistically together to help your circulation, to help support your body's natural response to inflammation. And I find that after a hard workout, or when I just need a little bit of support from heavy lifting or a tight lower back or something like that, that I can just put a little drop of Panaway with some carrier oil, because I like to spread it around and apply it to location. So Panaway isn't one that I diffuse. It's one, and it isn't one I take internally. It's one that I apply topically. You could just drop it into your hand, rub it around with some coconut oil and use it to massage like your entire quad area. You could use it on location, on a finger or a smaller part of your body that needs support. Or you can put a roller top on it and then roll it onto your skin in the places that you need. All right, the next oil we're going to talk about is Raven. Raven is a blend also with wintergreen. This one is incredible for opening up your breathing. Now, again, I'm kind of putting this together with the fitness category, because in addition to the heavy running that I've done historically, I'm also a huge proponent for yoga. And so I also know that bringing our bodies into a state of openness involves being able to breathe well. So Raven rubbed on the chest, just 1 or 2 drops, can help open those that respiratory support so that you can breathe more easily. It also is refreshing and invigorating, and it's definitely an oil blend to use when you're feeling strained from things that could cause difficulty in breathing. So when people, I'm just going to be really clear, people ask me a lot right now, like, what oils do you use in your mask when you're wearing a mask in public? Raven is one of them. I also use the Thieves spray. We'll talk about that a little bit later, because I want to breathe in good smelling essential oils that are going to help promote healthy breathing. I think that's the best way I can say it. All right, I want to announce our first winner while I have the microphone before announcing the next person. And the first winner is Leah Heller. Congratulations, Leah. You win the first $20 product credit. Congratulations on that. And the next person, and then I'll pick the next winner while I introduce Julie, who's going to talk about Valor next. Julie Martin came to us loving the product, similar to Anna. I think you're going to hear some similarities in there, just getting started and falling in love with the products. But one of the things I already appreciate about Julie is that she's trying them all, and she's not using them a little bit at a time. She's liberally dousing herself and telling us, yep, all the oils. She was part of our convention celebration last month when we were all together. And Julie, tell us a little bit about what Valor is, how you use Valor and what that's been beneficial for you.
Thanks, Ange, and thanks for inviting me to speak on this. So this little bottle right here is also known as the Courage Blend. So it's one of the most popular blends that Young Living has. So feeling stressed or feeling worried, feeling down or overwhelmed. If you're anything like me, I didn't believe that this little bottle could be emotional support and experience until you allow yourself to experience what the oil offers. So being in this time right now of uncertainty and worried and not having a job, that is when I've used Valor, and I just use it as something I can inhale, and I put it on my hands, and I just encourage, like, set my intention to have something that can help lessen my overwhelmness and stress and grief of what's going on right now. So it's a little bit about Valor.
I love it. Thank you
Can
so
I
much.
say something really quick about Valor?
Real quick, because
So really
we've got a
quick,
plan.
I think everybody, so Valor, I couldn't touch Valor at first. Now it's one of my favorites. So when you start your starter kit, if you have one that you're not so much about at first, don't push it away, because you may come right back to it in another month or so, like I did.
Awesome. I think a lot of us experience that too with Peace and Calming. We're going to talk about that one coming up. Oh, what? The next slide, Peace and Calming. Elizabeth, I forget where we landed with this one. You want me to keep going?
No, Angie's got it.
Oh, good, Angie. That's right, Angie's. I got it in my head now. I'm good. Hi, Angie. Do you want to introduce her, Elizabeth?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is my very good friend Angie, and my dogs are about to bark because the UPS just pulled up. She was actually friends with my husband Dave before she was friends with me, and at first she didn't like me very much, but now we're besties.
Not true. Okay, are you, okay, so Peace and Calming, as you can see, I have the big one because the little one does not get me through the month. I use this oil every single day. It has tangerine, orange, yingling, patchouli, and blue tansy in it, all which smell amazing. I sometimes will use it in the morning, but most of the time at night. I will either rub it in my hands as I do Valor, which is my favorite, and just kind of inhale before I go to sleep, or I will put it on the bottoms of my feet or the back of my neck before I go to sleep. So it really helps me relax and de-stress from the day. So that's really what I use it for. I literally use this. I switch off between this and Valor every single night.
I love it. And you know what's funny about that, Angie, is my daughter would calm down immediately when I applied Peace and Calming, but my son, it revved him up. So Valor was what he used to calm down. So it's just some nights, kind of like you said, some nights you kind of crave the Peace and Calming of it, and sometimes it's the Valor. And you just kind of have to sense that, the intuition of that.
Yeah, I throw the valerian in there too, but
awesome.
But yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing about that. Stress Away, Denise Barron, tell us about, and Elizabeth, do you want to do a quick introduction of Denise as she gets started on Stress Away?
Sure. Denise and I have known each other for like 5 years now, maybe. We used to play darts together, and then there was one time I was having an oil thing at my house, and Nan said, I'm going to send this lady Denise over. You've never met her before. And I opened the door, and I said, I know you. You're Denise. And she was like, yeah, I know you too. So kind of cool. And she is a super, super oil lover and amazing, amazing human.
Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay.
Yes, we can.
I don't know if the microphone's working. Okay, so it's pretty obvious, this one, Stress Away. I actually have the bottle. I have a roller top on mine because it's just, that's how much I use it. I don't diffuse it all that often, but I am constantly doing the neck thing. I think the biggest time that I had the obvious that this stuff works is I had a day 2 years ago, and it was with the 2 of the kids and house stuff. It was all first world problems, nothing bad, just me. And I'm pretty good with stress. And it just hit me. And we were on our way to my son's football game, and I had a bunch of worries about that. And my daughter was going off to college, and I had to pick flooring for my house by the next day. So you know how stressful that can be. And we were driving to the game, and I was literally felt like my body was vibrating. That's how stressed out I was. And I was just in the car, just breathing it, and concentrating on my breathing. And then I was fine. And that's when I went, wow, this stuff really, really works. Another thing that just recently happened was March 24th. In the middle of this pandemic stuff, I quit smoking. And I can tell you, this was one that I was like breathing, putting on, and between that, and I was going to say, I don't know if anybody knows these things, these foam with my clove oil. It's now what, July 1st, and I have not had a cigarette since then. So I'm just telling you, stress away is your go-to. And I don't care if you're just sitting at your desk at work, just put a couple drops in your hand, breathe it in, think about your breathing, and you're just you will calm down. There's 3 oils in the starter kit that I am like, instantly work. And I won't say them because other people have to do them, but I'm just saying, this is one of them that's like, just believe in it, think about it, calm down, breathe it in, think about your breath, and you'll be just fine. Plus there's vanilla and lime. I mean, come on. And it's a good one for a perfume. So there you go.
It's in my diffuser right now, as a matter of fact. Oh, awesome, Denise. That's super great. And congratulations. That takes a heck of a lot to break up a smoking habit. And wow, so super proud of you. And
I've helped a lot of stress away in the last 3 months.
Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. That's awesome. Congratulations. Seriously, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm going to talk about lemon vitality, and this is where I'm going to do a little science experiment, because I also haven't gotten to do this in a long time. So since y'all are here, I'm going to do it. But before I do, lemon's one of those oils that is really good at eating petrochemicals. So if you think about all the things in our lives that are made of petrochemicals, including some of the processed foods, like those Krispy Kreme donuts, although Elizabeth, I don't know about a Krispy Kreme like grilled cheese sandwich. I don't know if I can do it. It sounds amazing. Can I eat them separately? I'd like to eat them separately. I may have had a few Krispy Kreme donuts myself. Now that it's open right there, it's super close to us on the West Valley. So here in Phoenix, so we're super pumped. But I just wanted to show you the Lemon Vitality comes in your starter kit. This is a 5 ml bottle. It has about 80 to 100 drops in it, and it's labeled with a white label and a different SKU number than the one that you can go in and buy later. Like I just added this to my Essential Rewards order for today, that's processing today. This is a 15 ml, and you'll see that the bottle is yellow. So Young Living did us a huge service by complying with the FDA and giving people a visual to mark the oils that are used for internal ingestion. So I can take either one of, but they're the same oil in a different bottle. That's what I'm going to say about that. Same oil, just different bottle. So when you go to reorder after you've used up your Lemon Vitality, you can order it in this and pour it into this if you want, so that you still have your Vitality bottle. Sometimes that's really nice to have a couple different ones on hand, but I not only use it here, I also use it to get sticky stuff off of like mirrors and glass, anything that has been caked on. One time we got on an airplane and there was gum stuck to the seatbelt, and before being disgusted, because we were like, how are we going to even touch that? I pulled out my Seedlings wipes, Jerry pulled out his lemon oil, and we got to work like just dissolving the gum on that seatbelt. And it smelled lovely, to the point that the flight attendants came over and like, what are you doing? We're like, somebody got gum stuck to this. Oh, we're so sorry. And we're like, it's okay. We took care of it. And it smells nice in here and everybody's going to be fine. So we were able, that was just one like way that we've used it in practical terms. But the eating the petrochemicals that I want to show you is this experiment that can be recreated at home. If you have dogs, mute me, because that might scare them to hear what's going to happen. My guess, does anybody have a guess in the chat? What's going to happen when I apply essential oils, lemon essential oil in particular, to this balloon? Let's see if we've got a few. This is not for a giveaway. This is just because I want to see if you can guess it. Okay. I'm going to do 1 drop, and in 1 second or less, the balloon pops. Now people say to me, well, why do you want that in your body? Like, is it going to make your stomach pop? No, but it's going to take out all the crap that shouldn't be there. So I actually had a friend that started using grapefruit Vitality in her water or her Ningxia Red when she first got started with her Young Living account. And she came to me one day and she said, Ange, she said, I'm pooping S shapes. And I'm like, I'm sorry? I don't know what that means. She goes, haven't you ever heard Dr. Oz says we should all be pooping S shapes? And I was like, nope, never heard that. And I don't know why you're telling me about your poops, but I'm really proud of you. I don't know. But my point is, like, when you are detoxifying the crap that's been in your system whatever it is. Like it doesn't have, I mean, it can be even, even to, healthy granola bars don't always have ingredients in them that are going to sit well in your system. You're going to detoxify your system, and it's going to take out the things that shouldn't be there, not remove the natural parts of your body. I will mention that lemon is photosensitive, so you don't want to put anything with citrus oils on your body before going out into the sun, directly onto your skin. It's fine. I mean, it's fine to put it in your water. It's fine to ingest it. It's fine to diffuse it. But if you're going to go out into the skin or out into the sun, don't rub photosensitive oils right on directly to your skin before going out. But that's how quick essential oils, lemon in particular, can eat through petrochemicals. I got to find that trash and throw that away eventually.
Can we do another giveaway?
Let's do it. Oh, and our second winner was actually Denise Barron. Congratulations, Denise. You were randomly selected for your amazing post about drinking a beer to calm down. And then you had a recommendation from Haley to try lime. And there have actually been people who've thought that Stress Away actually tastes pretty good in beer too, although I haven't tried it. Lagers only is what I hear. So just saying. All right, Elizabeth, what's our third giveaway?
Okay, so third question is, tell us about your water. Do you like flavored water? Do you like plain water? Do you like your water warm? Do you like your water cold? I don't put ice in my water, and my kids think that's like the most horrible thing in the world to do. So tell us about your water.
All right, I'm getting back to our presentation. Let me see. I totally lost it somewhere. Where'd it go? All right, what's next? While we're having people respond. Oh yeah, we're gonna have Christina actually, right?
Digize, right?
Yep, Christina.
Peppermint.
So Christina, you're gonna do peppermint and followed up by Digize. I'm gonna find the presentation while you're doing that. But first, let me introduce you to my friend Christina, who is a rip-roaring senior star. She has built a team in these last few months that is just doing amazing things. She works alongside her husband, Antonio. They have two incredibly sweet boys. She's been balancing the whole quarantine teaching from home sort of situation. And she just celebrated a birthday last week. So we can all wish Christina a happy birthday while she comes live to tell us about peppermint and Digize.
Thank you, guys. Okay, so the two that come in the kit are the 5 milliliter Vitality oils, but just like Ange just mentioned, they do come in the larger bottles too. So these ones are for ingestion, these ones are topical and aromatic. However, Digize is the one I'm going to first talk about. This was not my favorite when I first got my kit. If you have smelled it before, it has phenol in it. It is not the best smelling. However, that is not why we love Digize. We love Digize for the digestion support, just like the name says. So Digize is incredible for if you have a huge Thanksgiving dinner and you ate way too much. It is great you can either put a drop on your tongue, or you can put it in a shot glass of water and drink it that way. Amazing digestion support. My cousin is a big burly man and was having a bunch of stomach issues and definitely needed some support. He was prescribed a medication and he didn't like the side effects. So I recommended some Digize, and I go, I know it's a small bottle, you just need 1 drop, like take it and you will be amazed at how incredible it works. So he finally gave in and started taking it how I suggested. And he no longer needs that stomach support that he did for so long. So big men can use it, and even your little ones. My little ones, when they need some tummy support, I have applied the red labeled bottle to my youngest stomach when we thought he was having some really bad stomach issues. And we were able to massage his tummy topically with some oil, and 20 minutes later he was coming out of the bathroom feeling super happy. So Digize is incredible for digestion, but I would not recommend putting that one in the diffuser, guys. I would definitely recommend taking it internally or putting it topically. It's not the best smelling for a diffuser. The next one I am going to talk about is peppermint. So peppermint is great for digestion too. So this one is actually one of the 3 gateway oils that I was exposed to when I was introduced to the business. So this one is great to take in your purse for multiple reasons. We just got back from a trip from Colorado, and I had the peppermint in the purse, not only for bumpy car rides and stinky bathrooms, but also for eating out all of those junk food places and having way too much junk food. So peppermint is great also for a breath mint too. If you feel like you have a little bit of stinky breath in your face mask that you're wearing, you can put a drop in your mouth. But another one that I love, another reason why I love peppermint is my husband is a tattoo artist. And so there are some days where he'll get really strong head tension, and he has oils in his shop. He was able to take a few drops of the peppermint and rub it on his temples, not too close to his eyes, put it on his temples and the back of his neck, and he was able to continue his 6-hour tattoo appointment, and it released that head tension naturally. So those are my stories with Digest and peppermint.
Thanks, Christina. And we're going to throw it back over to Angie for Citrus Fresh. I understand this is another one of your favorite blends. Tell us more about it.
So I usually have my big water bottle every single day, and I like to, either have the lemon or the grapefruit or the orange. And what's nice about Citrus Fresh, again, I have the big one because the little one does not last me. I use this every single day. It's nice because it has orange, tangerine, mandarin, grapefruit, lemon, and spearmint all in here in just the one bottle. So I do not recommend using this on your skin if you are going outside in the sun. But I also watch a lot of kids, and when I burn this, they seem to love it. So I feel also another thing that I use it for is if I'm gone for like a week or something and on vacation, if I come back and I burn this, I feel like it gives my house a nice, refreshing scent.
Woo! I love it. All right, Miss Elizabeth, are you coming live again with us?
Here I am. I do want to just say, I was just joking around when I said Angie didn't like me at first. I don't think she really didn't like me at first, but Dave was like, you have to be careful because Angie is tough, but she is really, for real, one of my favorite people. So
Yeah.
that's all. So we are on Thieves Vitality. This is the final oil that comes in the starter kit. So we allegedly saved the best for last. Thieves Vitality is really good for your, oh my gosh, I just lost my words.
Maybe your immune support?
So your immune system, supporting your immune system. I should know, I've been diffusing Thieves throughout my house all the last week or two. It combines clove, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, rosemary, and lemon essential oils. And so the story of the thieves oil goes something like this. There were these thieves during the Black Plague who went around robbing the dead and dying, and they weren't getting sick. And so when they figured out why they weren't getting sick, it was because they were spice traders and they were rubbing their bodies in spices before they would go rob people. So Gary Young came across that story and decided to play with the different spices that they were allegedly using. And it turns out there was something actually to that story. So Thieves is named after the thieves that were robbing the people. It provides immune system support. It's cleansing to the digestive system. It contains antioxidant properties, general wellness support. It's literally like a must-have oil. And as a vitality, you can put it into capsules and take it. You can make yourself a really yummy tea. You just heat up hot water. You put a little bit of Citrus Fresh or a little bit of orange vitality with Thieves Vitality. So yummy, so good for keeping your throat healthy.
Good one. That's good, Elizabeth. I got you.
Oh,
We're
that
all
was
about
rough
the
for a
wellness
second.
line. All about
Yeah,
above
yeah,
the
yeah.
wellness line.
Another really cool thing to do to keep your throat healthy is take like some raw honey and put a couple of drops of Thieves Vitality in that, and then just take a scoop of that. Really good, really
Delicious.
helpful. Yes. I also highly recommend the medicine ball from Starbucks, and they don't pay me to say that, for keeping your throat happy. And then the last thing that we want to talk about is the Ningxia Red. And we currently have a Ningxia Red challenge through Living Well Now that started today. As long as you order your Ningxia Red by the 3rd, then you can participate in the challenge just as soon as you get it. If you've never taken it before, you can start with just 1 ounce. If you already take an ounce or 2, then you want to up it for the challenge by an ounce, I think is how you can do it. I saw this video from convention. I'm totally going off script, but I saw this video in convention, and this lady talked about how she spread out her morning Ningxia 3 times a day, and how remarkable that was for the health of her body. So that's what I'm doing for the challenge. I'm spreading out my morning Ningxia to 3 times a day and increasing it by 2 ounces actually. So Ningxia Red is a whole body supplement. It comes from the Ningxia wolfberry, and it's got plum, aronia, cherry, blueberry, and pomegranate juices and extracts, plus pure vanilla, some lemon, orange, and yuzu and tangerine oils. It's basically the best antioxidant drink that you can find. So if you study at all free radicals are what contribute to the aging process in people, and the support against the free radicals is antioxidants, and Ningxia Red meets that antioxidant support really well. It's great for normal cellular function. So if you want your cells to behave the way that they're supposed to, that's good. It's good for energy levels. It's good for your eye health. And again, rich in antioxidants, and also D-limonene, and you can look that up if you want to learn more about it. I think that's what I want to say about Ningxia Red. Oh, I forgot. Winner number 3 for the $20 credit is my friend, Georgia.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Georgia. You were randomly selected because you had a really good question, actually, about why is it that that citrus oil is photosensitive. So we were able to explain that in the chat. And if you're brand new, that's just a really good note to make for yourself for your safety in using essential oils. Also, that comes in the kit. I'll just keep going, Elizabeth. Is that okay? And then I'll pop back to you, or do you want to go through essential rewards?
Yes, but Denise has a thing real quick.
I know. I just wanted to add something on the what's the word? Photosynthesis, whatever. You have to watch your blends too.
Yes, because some of them will have citrus oils in them. So do check and make sure, because, and especially if people are allergic to citrus, our citrus oils are cold pressed from the rind, which makes it a different distillation process. That's typical. So just know that to be cautious with citrus and do some research. And like we said earlier, do some research and feel comfortable with what you're using and how you're using it. These hand sanitizer and spray are both awesome. I mean, that's really general, but I just have to say, especially, so these are 2 products that I have with me in my car and in my purse currently. I'm using the hand sanitizer every time I'm getting gas or going out into the public. It is FDA or EPA certified to kill 99.9% of germs and eliminate common harmful bacteria. So it is a wonderful option for you to use that's not going to dry out your hands. I think that's the thing I hear from most people who start with Young Living is they have fallen in love with the hand sanitizer. We already have principals asking us how to buy it in bulk so that they can have it on hand for the schools, because it's just a more gentle hand sanitizer than you're going to find over the counter somewhere else. It's also lightly moisturized with aloe vera and vegetable glycerin. The Thieves spray is, I'm just going to read directly from my little notes here because I think it's super helpful and I can't find it. Here it is. Contains naturally derived plant-based ingredients. So it has that Thieves essential oil in it, as well as an ethyl alcohol, so that does meet specifications. Do your research, but it doesn't require rinsing after use and has no harsh fumes. So I use it again to spray my hands or spray surfaces that maybe shopping carts or other things if I'm out and about that I want to clean and purify. So I do find that I've switched to Thieves about 13 years ago because of it being safe to use around my kids and around my dog. And so I feel really confident that Thieves Spray is one of those multi-use products. And it's awesome that one of them comes in your starter kit. So this is like a membership pack that we've gone over today. It looks like this. In a second, I'll show you. The reason it comes in a pack is because it's the best way to receive wholesale pricing. Elizabeth, do you want to share about this part?
Yes. So we also didn't mention that it comes with a diffuser. So you
We
get
totally left that out, didn't we?
So you get 12 oils plus the diffuser. Wait, back up. That's the one I want.
The one with the diffuser, though. This diffuser?
Yes, but I don't
Cool.
want that picture. I want the essential rewards.
I know. So start here. That's okay. It comes with the diffuser plus the 14 oils that we just talked about, right? Or something, 12 oils?
12 oils, but if you
Two
make
extra products.
Yeah. And if you make this your first essential rewards order, which I'm going to talk about in a second, you actually get an extra oil. This month it's Envision, which to me is like freaking awesome. So Essential Rewards is a completely customizable monthly subscription box that gives you discounted, it's not even discounted shipping anymore because we're going to have free shipping soon. But you earn rewards and loyalty gifts. You get access to discounted bundles, and you can start it and stop it whenever you choose to, but the longer you're on it, the more your discount is. So I think Denise posted something today about how she gets 25% back now with Essential Rewards. That's huge. So you order your stuff and then you get 25% in points. And to me, Essential Rewards is just a no-brainer. So I usually say buy your kit, order it on Essential Rewards, and we can plan out your next couple months. Whenever you decide to stop it, you can stop it, but I don't know very many people who do.
Love it, Elizabeth. Do we have a fourth question as I get ready to wrap up the end of our class? This has been great.
I almost forgot. Our fourth question is because I am a teacher, because we're teachers, some of us, what is one takeaway that you have today? What's one thing you learned today that you didn't know before you jumped on this call?
Oh, I love that. That's such a teacher question right there. Right? Obviously, we're working with a slideshow that we're not super familiar with. This is a picture of the Desert Mist Diffuser and a few of the oils that come in the kit. You can see, I'll just do a quick demonstration. My Desert Mist is on behind me here in my office. Like I said earlier, I put some stress away and some Valor in it tonight to diffuse into my office during this class. The kit looks like this. It comes together with my lemon's missing because I used it to pop that balloon. But it looks like this. It comes with these 10 oils, plus there's a little trap door in your box when you get it. And underneath there, you'll find 2 extra oils, plus aroma fitments that I took out apparently. A couple of samples of the Ningxia Red 2-ounce packets, that spray that we just talked about, and the Thieves hand sanitizer. We feel super, super blessed to have an amazing team that offers education like this continuously. We are also here to be references and research reference points for you if you have questions as you're getting started. When you join as a member, Young Living gives you 20% off any other products in our product catalog in a year's time that you order. So it's a way to get your membership and get kind of a sample pack of our most popular and most favorite oils. We feel like the value of this is over $300, almost $400. So to be able to get it for $165 is an incredible value. As well, it's also an opportunity for you to start your own business and intentionally earn residual income by sharing Young Living as a distributor every month. That also is optional. So we love adding customers to our team. We love adding distributors to our team. We're super grateful to the people who came live with their stories tonight to tell you how they use it. I think it's most powerful when we hear from each other about why and how we're using the products, how we are intentionally helping improve our health and wellness goals naturally, and looking for solutions that are plant-based and are going to bring more good to the earth than harm. So I just want to again reiterate the kit of oils that we've talked about tonight. The diffuser, $165. Whomever invited you to this call tonight, you're going to ask them for their member number, and they're going to be able to take you through that sign up process. So it's really easy for you to get started and begin using your essential oils right away. Again, grateful that you joined us for this class. We offer these every single week on Wednesday nights at 5 o'clock. Next week, join us live for what we call the Oily Underground. We're going to take some of these stories to the next level, and it ends up being one of our favorite times a quarter because it's not a recorded call. This is the only one that we don't record because we're just super raw and super honest. These are the stories that you won't see on social media, and we want to be able to share very honestly and openly with each other about success stories. I've even got one that I get to share next week that you're not going to believe, and is really important for supporting your respiratory system. I'm almost embarrassed thinking about it now. Elizabeth, can you announce, do we have a fourth winner yet? I haven't even looked at our list yet. Did I miss anything? Elizabeth, you were an amazing co-host. Thank you to Anna. Thank you to Julie. Thank you to Angie. Thank you to Denise. Thank you to Christina. This makes the world go round when we can do this together. Our winner number 4 is Julie. So congratulations to you, Julie, on that. We're super grateful, and we'll be sending out those product credits within this week. We are going to post about this in our group. If you're not a member yet, the person who invited you tonight can help you get that $20 product credit so that you can use it towards your starter kit and get started with your new lifestyle. Elizabeth, anything else for the good of the order?
No, I enjoyed teaching with you. Thank you, Ange.
Oh my gosh, it was super fun. And now we have this awesome video recording that you can send to your family and friends, especially when they can't meet up live. It's a great way for them to go back and learn a little bit about what comes in their starter kit. Again, to everyone, thank you for being with us tonight.